Cool my temper. Soon I get break, give me pressure. The break again down was outside. Somebody they steal and somebody they buy. Somebody they steal, but the same person is fine.
It's my musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime unfolded, don't take law in your hands for the authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime stop right here for us. We need safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you must talk it, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the sort of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Randy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start on top. Come on, so go deep and deeper. Put it to the EGK. Villa living.
Good morning, and welcome to the midweek edition of the program from the Prime News. Today is February 4, and the year is 2026. The time is 10 minutes after 11 o'clock. Good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to this edition of the show. My name is Wendell Nimne. The belated birthday woman is also here with us this morning. Esther Daku, good morning.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to all of us. It's good to be here on Wednesday. I'm glad that I can sit here today, a day after my birthday, and to do the people's work. It's good to be here.
Okay. So I know you left from work yesterday to climax the birthday celebration. So how was it?
It was great. I had a great time. Honestly, I didn't do much. I went out for dinner and I went home. That's why I'm able to be to work this morning.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't doing too much. Yeah.
Birthday, Don't know. I know, right? Well, that's it. Birthday comes once a year. So it was great celebrating your birthday and seeing, in good health and everything.
I tell you.
All right, that's it, folks. So Esther and I, together with our Radio LIB team, will bring you all of the information we have in store for you on this 4th of February 2026, the midweek presentation of the program from the Print News, brought to you by Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store, and Mayuba & Sons Incorporated, one of the giants in the petroleum business in this country. So we are about to run you through the stories we have, and let's take this story as our very first story. This is centered around the Alternative National Congress, the ANC, and it says here, Cummings unveils. But folks, those of you who are watching, please don't forget to share the live. Also, please don't forget to drop your comment. Please, it's important to always let us know where you are watching from. So your name and your address is very important for us. So those of you who are watching, don't just like, it's always good to comment. So let's move on with the stories we have to share with you this morning, beginning with the online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper. And it says here, Cummings unveils policy vision anchor on accountability and practical solutions. That's accountability, practical solutions and economic empowerment. Alternative National Congress ANC political leader Alexander B. Cummings has expressed confidence in his ability to govern Liberia, arguing that his professional experience and leadership credentials set him apart from other political actors. Compared to any other Liberians, I have done more than any other Liberians, Cummings said, citing his corporate and leadership background as proof of his readiness to lead the country. While acknowledging the complexity of governing Liberia, Cummings said he is prepared for the challenge. It is a hard job to run this country, but with confidence, I believe that I can run this country, he stated. Appearing on the OK Conversation, Cummings said effective leadership requires discipline, courage, and the willingness to confront Liberia's most pressing challenges, including economic hardship and weak public service delivery. During the discussion, the ANC leader also addressed public speculation about his sexuality, dismissing the claims as false and irrelevant to his capacity to lead. He described the allegations as baseless distractions, insisting that such issues have no bearing on national leadership or governance. Cummings said he does not support same-sex relationships, noting that while he has worked with gay individuals in professional settings, his personal beliefs should not be conflated with questions of leadership competence. Returning to governance issues, Cummings commended the government for reaching a reported financial milestone of US $1.2 billion, describing it as a notable achievement. However, he criticized the administration for failing to translate those gains into meaningful improvements for ordinary Liberians, particularly those operating in the informal economy. According to Cummings, the government should prioritize access to low-interest loans for market women and small business owners to help expand economic opportunities. Market women need loans at low interest rates so they can have access to capital and grow their businesses, he said. He argued that empowering small business owners will strengthen the economy and improve living conditions nationwide. Continuation of what the ANC political leader said, he commented on road connectivity, acknowledging ongoing efforts to improve infrastructure across the country, but stressed that the road construction alone is insufficient. He said infrastructure development must be complemented by investments in education, healthcare, and job creation. As Liberia continues to face economic and social challenges, Cummings said his leadership vision is anchored on accountability, practical solutions, and a renewed focus on the everyday needs of the Liberian people. I think we can stop you right here and take more stories here from the online version of the front page Africa newspaper. So let's jump to more stories. Let's bring you more developments here this morning. Let's take our next story. I'm trying to pop this up. Let's see. Yes. And this is a human interest story. 26-year-old woman murdered allegedly by boyfriend. PSU officer mobs 17-year-old girl as both families seek justice. A heavy silence. This was done in the Painesville area. A heavy silence has settled over the Soul Clinic community, broken only by whispered conversations, quiet sobs, and an unspoken fear that refuses to leave. Once known for its energy and tightly knit households, Painesville, largest and most densely populated neighborhood, is now gripped by grief, anger, and deep uncertainty after a surge of brutal violence claimed one life and nearly ended another within the span of 5 days. For residents, the events have not only shattered families but also fractured their sense of safety and trust in those meant to protect them. On January 25, 2026, the life of 26-year-old Rachel Cotto was violently cut short. She was allegedly murdered in cold blood by her boyfriend, Edwin Morba, popularly known in the community as Raw Raw or Bucky Raw. Just days later, the community was again plunged into shock when a 17-year-old girl, Victoria David, was reportedly beaten nearly to death with a heavy stick by an officer of the Liberia National Police assigned to the police support unit. The two incidents, different in circumstance but united by cruelty, have turned Soul Clinic into a place of mourning and unanswered questions. For the family of Rachel Cotto, the pain is overwhelming and constant. What began as a normal evening ended in horror. Relatives say Rachel showed no signs of distress earlier that night. She was calm at home and preparing to rest. There were no cries for help, no visible warning that her life was in danger. Her sister, Angeline Cotto, relieves that night with trembling words and tear-filled eyes. Speaking during an exclusive interview, she said everything unraveled between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m., turning her world upside down. She did not tell me anything was wrong. Everything just happened suddenly. I was at my place sleeping when the little boy, my sister's son, came to inform me that his father wanted to see me. I was surprised and confused that he would call me at that time of the night. My imagination was that something had happened between him and my sister, but when I got in the yard, the entire place was parked with people. And when I entered the house, I saw my sister on the ground, and her boyfriend was nowhere to be found. I started crying immediately because I knew that my sister was dead, Angeline explained. The most heartbreaking detail came from a child who should never have witnessed such violence. According to Angeline, Rachel's young son saw everything and later explained what happened. The little boy explained that their father mercilessly beat their mother. He hit her with everything that got in his hand, including the pots, pressing iron, and every other thing in the house. Wow. During the process, the boy said he turned the music on high so that no one in the other apartments would hear the sound of what was going on. In a desperate race against time, Angeline said she and the suspect's brother carried Richard from one medical facility to another across Painesville. With each rejection, hope faded. We took her all over, from hospital to hospital, but they refused her. I think she was already dead, but they didn't want to tell us. The last place was somewhere in Bona Farm. She added, since that night, Edwin Morba has disappeared. Despite reports to the police, no arrest has been made. The absence of answers has turned grief into frustration and fear. Samuel G. Noah, Rachel's uncle, could barely hold back tears as he appealed for justice and intervention. There is no reason why he murdered my niece. Human life has been taken away from us without justification. We are calling on the government of Liberia to see reason and bring this man to justice. Oh, folks, so let's leave that story right there and take our final story, one more story from the online version, and then we send controls to Esther to bring us more development. And let's see which story is going to be our final story here. Right, let's see what we have next. Yes, let's take this as our final story. And it says CMC, that's the Citizens Movement for Change Political Leadability, launches development initiative in Liberia's southeastern regions to aid citizens. Grand Jide Nima County District 7 representative, all right, and political leader of the Citizens Movement for Change, Musa Hassan Belate, has launched a major development initiative in Grand Jide County's District 3 before extending activities to Zwedru City in Grand Jide County and River G. The effort targets underserved communities in Liberia's southeastern belt, where raw terrain, limited infrastructure, and years of post-conflict recovery have left many towns grappling with basic needs. Speaking to a massive crowd gathered along the muddy banks of the Cesta River, a vital waterway snacking through lush rainforests and remote villages, Rehabilitate called for collaboration between Grand Jide residents, Grandians, and CMC. This party is not about abusing others, he declared, his voice booming over the enthusiastic cheers. We have instructed our supporters to focus on unity and development across all 73 districts. He outlined plans to deliver relief from daily hardships, including safe drinking water via boreholes, road rehabilitation to connect isolated hamlets, new health clinics, women's and youth empowerment programs with macro loans and scholarship opportunities for bright students from the underprivileged families. And Esther, I think because of time, we can just take one more line and then send controls to you. Right. In Zwedru City, Grand Jide bustling county seats known for its vibrant markets and resilient spirit. Rehabilitate received a hero's welcome. Supporters waved CMC and chanted slogans under the tropical sun as he positioned the party as a credit union for the people. All right, I think that's so we can stop here and send controls to you.
Okay. Thank you. I have before me the online version of the Daily Observer, and we're going to take some lines from the stories we have here on our decks. And this was posted 4 hours ago. It says Cuban embassy condemns latest U.S. hostility. This is right here on the Daily Observer, but there are several stories here. We're going to take most of them, if not read through all of them, but we'll definitely take some headlines. Education Minister Jala is Gannett Academic Cohort 13 graduation guest speaker. It's right here. And then World Health Organization intensifies action against neglected tropical diseases. We brought that on yesterday. Economic gains or perception gap. There's a question right here, and I want to look through some lines from the story, then we can run to other stories before us this morning. Hopefully the internet will not misbehave. I don't know, but I think it's already misbehaving.
You want to do it from here? Okay.
Yeah,
that'll be better.
Gonna help.
Uh-huh. So while Esther is trying to get prepped up to bring you the online version of the Daily Observer, just keep following us. Drop your comment where you're watching us from. Please let us know. All right?
Okay. I'm here, and it says economic gains or perception gap is a question. We're going to take some lines. It says Deputy Minister, where is that? Commerce, Trade, and I don't know what's the beginning of the story. As public debate continues to swell around President Joseph Nima Boakar's recent State of the Nation address, particularly his assessment of Liberia's economic trajectory, the government has moved to defend its record amid widespread concern over the cost of living. Last week, Deputy Minister for Commerce and Trade Wilmot A. Rees took the conversation beyond Monrovia, engaging grassroots stakeholders in Swakoko City, Bon County, in what he described as an effort to bridge the growing perception gap between official economic indicators and everyday market realities. Speaking during an engagement with commercial motorcyclists, one of Liberia's most visible informal sector groups, Rees acknowledged public skepticism but insisted that the president's claim of modest economic gains, uh, gains were grounded in evidence. People have the right to review and critique the president's statement, Rees told reporters. But the country has made some gains, and it is important to acknowledge them honestly. President Boakai Sona highlighted progress in stabilizing key commodities, including rice, fuel, as part of his administration's broader arrest agenda for inclusive development. Yet, for many Liberians, particularly in rural and peri-urban communities, the speech reignited questions about whether micro level improvements are translating into tangible relief at the household level. Rees sought to contextualize the president's remark by pointing to price trades in essential goods. According to him, the price of 25-kilogram bag of rice, Liberia's staple food, has declined from approximately US 16.75 to around US 14.50, while gasoline price was sorry, I'm reading the money like I'm reading ordinary figure, approximately US $16.75 to around US $14.50, while gasoline prices have remained relatively stable despite global volatility. These are gains, he stressed. They may not solve every problem overnight, but they are steps in the right direction. Economists note that while price reductions in key commodities are significant, public confidence often lags behind official statistics, especially in an economy characterized by high import dependence and currency volatility. Rees himself acknowledged these structural constraints. We import almost everything we consume, he said. That reality puts constant pressure on our exchange rate and domestic prices. Liberia's dual currency system, where both the Liberian dollar and the US dollar circulate, has further complicated price stability, leaving customers or consumers vulnerable to exchange rate fluctuations. Rees urged that this is precisely why the Burger administration is refocusing on local production, export growth, and value addition. According to the Deputy Minister, the administration's economic vision goes beyond short term price control. Instead, it is anchored in economic diversification with agriculture, rubber, and mining identities as priority sectors. We must produce more locally, export more, and then add value before exporting. Reset. Value addition is critical. Economic diversification is critical. That is the only way to sustainably address the challenges we face. He explained that reducing import dependence would not only ease pressure on foreign exchange, but also create jobs and strengthen domestic supply chains, outcomes that could gradually narrow the gap between economic policy and life experience. The Swakoko engagement is itself reflected an effort on ground, national policy decisions, or discussions in local realities. Rees described commercial motorcyclists as critical factors in development, citing their role in transportation, healthcare, access, and household income generation. In hard to reach areas, they transport sick people, help pregnant women reach health facilities, and support families as breadwinners. He said they are an important force in our society. But we will leave you there in a local most stories this morning from the online version of the Daily Observer. LEC admits owing Swedish firm ELTEL over US 415K US dollars. Is that why we're not getting our current the way we should? But let's take some lines. It says, after nearly a decade of dispute, the Liberia Electricity Corporation has formally acknowledged owing more than US 415,000 to Ectel Network Liberia, a Swedish engineering firm for electrical materials supplied under a 2016 agreement. The admission made during the proceedings at the debt court or the debit court on Tuesday marks a significant turning point in a case that has tested the credibility of public sector, contract enforcement, and investor confidence in Liberia. According to the court, the total liability now stands at US $415,327.08 following the addition of statutory interest, legal fees, and court costs total principal judgment amount of US $364,322. The breakdown includes US $21,857.32 in interest at 6% per annum, US $7,286.44 in attorney's fees, and US $21,857.32 in court costs. The debit stems from a 2016 supply contract under the Ectel network provided LEC with low voltage electrical materials widely used in power distribution systems, control rooms, lighting infrastructure, and security networks. Court appointed arbitrators found that the materials were delivered and received but never fully paid for. We'll leave you here and see more stories this morning. Media as business is not a slogan, but a survival strategy. We see it right here, and it says Cuban embassy condemns latest U.S. hostility. We already brought that. Education minister is Gannett Academy Cohort 13 graduations guest speaker. And so far, so good, Window. These are all of the stories that we have this morning. Let's send controls to you.
Thank you very much, Esther. Thank you for bringing us the online version of the Daily Observer newspaper. And we are taking our break, taking word from our sponsor. When we come back, we'll join our Radio LIB team, where Tunis will run us through the weather report. And then we come back and take our talking points. So let's take our break as usual. Let's take our break here this morning. It's important that we do. And so let's begin by taking our break this morning. All right.
More musical. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't tell law in your head for the right authority. But it can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us. We need safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must talk, and you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. Center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to solve the source of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us is safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Brandy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so go 20 pop. Put it to each game. Be that living sense.
Thank you, folks, for joining us this morning on the program from the Print News. And we are about to go to our Radio LIB partner to fill us in with the weather report. We have Solomon Tunes, and we also have Gus this morning. So Tunes, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Salam alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters, your good friends. Suleiman Hashim Tunis here on Staten Island, New York, with Freedom FM 87.9, the most listening to radio station in the nation capital. I'm here to give you your weather, the weather report for today, tomorrow, and Friday. Today, you're going to get a break. You won't have no sun coming out as usual, but it will going to be cloudy. It's 83 degrees as of now, but it will feel like 88. Okay, even though we're going to have a sun, but the humidity going to be like 66 degrees. So you're going to be a little bit humid. You got to be careful, dress accordingly. If you overdress, even though there's no sun, you're going to be sweaty. So take time how you dress, especially those who work outside. The wind, the wind going to be 3 miles per hour. So that means there's no wind. You're not going to feel the heavy weight of wind. The breeze is not going to be blowing that much. So it's going to be just sitting there, gloomy looking. So be a little careful how you interact outside the office. And you need air conditioning anyway. So if you're working in the office, you put your air conditioner on. Okay, rain is, I don't think, it may rain, but it's 20% chance of little rain sometime in the afternoon, going towards the evening, but don't expect that rain to be anything good. Tomorrow, Thursday, you will experience the same thing you're experiencing today, but you will see a little bit of sun. And it's going to be 87 degrees, feels like 93. So it's going to be a little bit humid than today. Today on is okay for you the rest of the day. And the wind, tomorrow going to be 9 miles per hour. Humidity going to be 69, 70. So it's going to be humid tomorrow too. Friday is the one you're really going to see the sun. That Sunday, you will see the sun, enough of it from the morning hour all the way going to the evening. The sun won't even want to go anywhere, but it's going to be very, very, and the humidity going to be higher because the sun will be up. You're going to be 73 degrees to 75. You'll be humid. So be very, very careful. On Friday, you experience it. Say you hear it from Freedom FM. Freedom FM gave you the weather report. Take it or leave it, but it's going to stand. And a lot of people over there listen to us and they copy from us because they know we are accurate. All right, so your weather for Wednesday, today, Thursday, and Friday. That says Friday, you're going to see the sun. A lot of sun, a lot of sun. Okay? So you're going to be very good and keep tuning to Freedom FM for your information, your entertainment, and so on, especially on Sunday from 12 to 5 p.m., where you guys who miss all your old music that you never thought you could hear again from your boy Wendell. Okay, that's it for now. From New York City to Monrovia. Our birthday lady, yesterday birthday, right? The later birthday. I hope you gave the person who did your hair, you give them a little bit of tip because our hairdo, that person did a very good job for you.
Woman, the woman thinking of the woman, she reading something. So
here. Yeah. What did you say? I didn't get you.
I said, I hope you give the person who did your hair on your birthday, for your birthday, you give them.
Your nails called me.
That person really, really did a very good job.
Yeah, so my sister is a beautician, my younger sister, Beauty, and she did my hair. She's one of the best in your whole country. So yeah.
Oh man! Every time you see her, kiss her, say thank you. You did well for me.
Okay. I did that with your nails, so. But we have our man with us, Vanjama Peking.
The news went
today, at least he in the light.
I tell you, what's up, guys? How you doing? We can't hear you though.
Good morning. Morning.
Yeah,
Wendell, I'm getting ready to hit the road. That's the problem. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, birthday girl. Happy birthday. I was on yesterday. Yeah. Hey, I can use Buleto. I can use whatever. Happy birthday. If that one you want, that's fine. Yesterday I said happy birthday to you anyway, so I'm just trying to repeat it. Wendell, thank you again for you guys always being on and continuing these messages and enlightening our people and doing what they need to get the news possible. Gus Kwame, I'm glad to be here.
Thank you very much. And let's say a big thank you to our weather report man, because every time he gives us the weather report, it's just factual. Everything about the weather report we said knock sign. Take it, use it, and that's it. It will give you the weather report. We will give you weather report here. We say the sun will be hot. You know, when the sun hot, you don't get car. You won't wear coat so that you pin it. Just make sure that you will be embarrassed because you know you're wearing your underwears, you're wearing shirt, you're wearing coat. You got to put necktie on.
So normally coat suit people pick up. When you want to wear coat suit, you already know that. Yeah, we in the rainy season. This is a hot country, so you must have AC in your car, in your house, in your office. Then you good to go.
Yeah.
In the rainy season already.
Walking up and down the street.
Me, I ain't long sleeve. When push comes to shove, I will pump it up. I will roll up my sleeves. That's what I'm gonna do.
You turn it to a short sleeve straight, right?
Yeah. You know. So that's it. But folks, I mean, we listen to the political leaders for the CMC. We also listen to the political leader of the Alternative National Congress, where he rained down some praises on the government for reaching 1.2 billion, budget. But it's not enough, according to Alexander Cummings. It's not enough. The road construction thing is a good thing, but it's not enough because you cannot be fixing road when the basic social services of the people are not met. All right? Yes, we like the road. With car with parts on the road, we always there, pedestrian, we use the sidewalk and all of that. But yesterday, the issue of fixing road, that road will eat. Yesterday, when we're talking about road issue in this country, the people say, oh, that road will eat. And you see today, why other countries, most of the time we'll always make reference to other countries.
Of course.
Because those countries we are talking about, Liberia paved the way for most of those countries. Liberia fought for their independence.
Of course.
All right? Some of our neighboring countries around here. Check the ages of this country. And you compare that to your age. So the things Liberia is struggling for today are the things of the past in other countries. Right now, some countries they're talking about building tunnels. They're talking about building, there's something modding, something that they never had in their country.
The overbridge.
Yeah. But Liberia, we stay in that age, fighting to build roads. We're fighting to build modern structures. So all these things happening in our country, in other countries, but in our part of the country, they're not happening. Today, when you go to the hospital, the hospital will reject you. I don't know where in this world hospital is supposed to reject somebody.
I read a story this morning from my phone when I was on my way to work.
Yeah.
Similar thing happened.
Yeah.
They took the lady from one place to the next. They kept
that person dying. That person dying at the end of the day, you're going to get bad news. Look, the hospital will go and tell you, say, we don't have beds. All right? The hospital
or sometimes it's a clinic.
Yeah, sometimes
and maybe they don't have all of the equipment.
We know clinic is not that equipped as compared to a hospital.
But at least first aid
can be conducted.
Ambulance can be
exactly
to pick you up while they try.
Exactly. Because the very people that you see own most of the clinics, they work at big hospitals.
Of course.
All right. So if somebody is dying and they bring that person to you, you say no. That the thing that we're still struggling for in our country. We're still struggling to have good hospitals.
After you swear an oath to save lives, and then
you
reject the person. Most of them can be afraid of the fact that maybe the person is really in a very critical state where they cannot handle it at the moment, and they're afraid for the person to die there, and that name be on the hospital. The hospital people can die here, people can die and stuff like that. Sometimes it's money.
Oh. No, for the clinical side, not money.
I went to do my nails. Just 1 minute, because I went to do my nails. One of the boys there was just explaining to her friend how he was very sick one night, vomiting and all of that. Her mom rushed him to the clinic. And because she did not have the cash on her at the moment, they refused to admit him. Can you believe that people
Mm.
had to raise money around before they could touch him?
Yeah.
It's a sad thing. That's why we have government hospitals. We got hospitals where you go to, you're supposed to get free treatment. But right now, go to hospital.
But you also heard that
Those that going to the government hospital, you will go there, they will do all of your checkup. They get you people to
the
go to
mortality
pharmacy.
report
They
on
don't
Liberia.
have- They don't have the
You know?
medication. I don't know what.
You
what
listen to the
happened is-
report on Liberia.
Mhm.
Children around the ages of 5. You know, when you surpass that age, then it means that God got you. But most of the children at those ages, they are dying. They are dying. The mortality rate in this country. You listen to the recent the Global Index report on Liberia.
Oh.
All right. So you see, like I was saying just before we get to Gus and Tunis, like I was saying, the political leaders said that the government need to, empower, the business people, the small business people. You need to empower them. You need to give them money that they will be able to expand their businesses. All right. You need to create this kind of opportunity for Liberians, because that's what the Liberian people need right now. We need Liberians. We need job opportunities. The government said they have created 70,000 jobs, but we don't see it. We haven't seen the data. Where are those people employed? Today, when yesterday these people were grown-up people, they were bad people. Today the government is telling us that when you have a keke, you're riding a keke, you are gainfully employed. When you're riding your motorbike, you are gainfully employed. When did they get to know that? When they allow you to register your motorbikes and other things. Right now, go to the police station and other places, you will see more than 1,000 motorbikes parked. So those people can no longer get their motorbikes. So when did you get to know that these people were gainfully employed? So the ANC is telling us that the government needs to do a lot more than just coming up with this big bluff, because what they are doing is just big bluff. Hospitals, no medicine, no beddings, no equipment, nothing. Pregnant women in the villages, they would take hours to get to a midwife before they can give birth. Sometimes they died in the process. That's the kind of country we're still living in this 21st century, where we have a budget that is $1.2 billion. Eh? Well, Gus and Tunis, let's hear from you, yeah.
Go ahead, Gus. Gus?
I think Gus is muted. You can go ahead, Tunis. Gus is not around yet.
Gus is right there.
What's up?
Just coming.
What happened?
Go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Something about what's happening in Liberia, Mama Liberia.
Well, again, sorry, Esther. I was trying to interject when you mentioned about these people wanting to turn people away because they were they didn't want people to die in their hands and whatnot. The issue is beyond just money and so and so. I mean, first of all, that's ineptness in healthcare. That you're going to turn somebody away because you think they're going to die, blah, blah, blah. Your whole role in healthcare is to try to save somebody's life. If they die in your hands, I mean, that's part of the process. But at least you attempted to give them care. If you really are a healthcare professional, that's the first thing you think about, You're trying to administer assistance. Obviously, they're in the worst condition before they got to you. If they were in the best condition, I don't think they'll be coming to you. They'll be sitting at home. And then the other thing is, like I say again, the fact that Liberia, we still don't use medical tools to be able to diagnose people, to be able to assess people constantly is one of the most egregious human rights issues there is in the entire world. Up to now, we do not. How many of you guys go to hospital? They put you on a machine so somebody can see how you're feeling, how your internal is working. Nobody. You don't go to a hospital where they put stuff on your chest so they can read your heart rate. They put stuff on your fingers so you have pulse oximetry the whole time you are there. It's sad. You don't even do that in our country. I mean, how inhumane is that? You know what I'm saying? even a clinic anywhere around the world today, once you show up, that's the first thing they have to be able to do. If they cannot monitor your vitals, there's no way they can treat you adequately. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're basically just still looking at people. You look at them, the person. Well, I mean, let's be honest. If you look at people in Liberia, first of all, most people, besides the people that I got fresh face, but most people look dry. Okay, dehydration and all of those. There's a lot of issues there. So if you're just looking at that as your sign of how to treat this person, how can you treat them? You can't. You talk about patient history. How do you treat the patient that don't come to your hospital or your clinic all the time? You don't have any tangible patient history. So how do you treat that person? Again, we're killing the people. We're not saving them. We're not doing anything because we refuse to use the tools and aids that have been available to us since, I don't know, 100, 200 years ago, you know? And in our country, I mean, even the JFKs and stuff. I remember when I came there one time on my 40th birthday, that's almost 9 years ago. You know, I came down there, volunteered my time over there. All these equipment that were there that were donated to us were just sitting down. Nobody's touching them, nobody using them, you know. And well, for you to use them, you probably need power too. And we don't have power at that time, and today we're still struggling with power. So those are the issues, man. But thank you. I get packing up and getting in my car and getting ready to go push my cartoon.
Yeah, anyway, I mean, not too much to say about Mama Liberia. This is an old age things in Liberia. People go to the hospital, they turn them down, tell you pay before you get treated, and they call the hospital government hospital. So I don't know why they say government hospital. When you say government hospital, it's supposed to be just like government school. Children supposed to go to school free if there's a uniform. Even if people who can afford a uniform, they should at least give it to them so that they can at least learn something with the effort of the government. Because they're always private and government. The same country, any country, even this country we are, in Liberia, always boast of we are rich. We are rich, but we are not making use of what our richness is. If you say you are rich, you should make the people to know, yes, there's enough incentive in this country to be given to everybody. Everybody have a chance. How on earth a sick pregnant woman coming or a pregnant woman coming in a hospital, distress, pregnancies, giving her a hard time, and you turn her down? How an accident patient come, blood all over the patient, and you're asking them to register with cash? At least do the due diligence. Take in the patient, start treating them while others are asking for registration. Suppose during the time of that registration, that person died. Can you be guilty of that death? Even though they came in with accidents, issues, or all of that. But as a nurse, as a doctor, you can't put money first over somebody's life. That's why the government kick in. All those bills that you're doing, blah, blah, asking the person to pay bills, forward it to the government. Government have to take care of it. Well, this is an old age things. We all know about it. Liberia, we pray that Mama Liberia become somewhere all of us can live happily. You see, some of us, the reason why we don't want to come over there to stay permanently because of these things, medical issues, and taking advantage over people because you're in a better position than that person. Nobody get rights. The only people who have right over there, those who are in position, those who have money. If you have no money, you're not in good position, you have no right. You go to court, somebody can arrest you from the street and just send you to jail. You stay there, they forget about you. These are the kind of things that People don't want to come over there. And some of us don't have those kind of facilities, those kind of people. You got to know somebody to live in the country. Where we are, the government, the law is protecting us, protecting everyone. Even you walk in the street, somebody hit you, you have right to sue that person or police that person, and that person will be dealt with accordingly. But not in our own country. We pray that things will change. We will pray every day. That's my take on the issues this morning.
Thank you very much, Suleiman Tunis. We're about to gauge the views of our followers because you notice they say town demolition have left children out of schools. What is the government position to have these children back in school? Is what we are talking. And it's very important because those children are Liberians. How are they going to complete their schooling? Because it's not easy. You know, parents struggle to get them in school, and overnight their school building was broken down. So can you please share that door for me? Thank you. So the thing is, the government
They tore down school?
Yeah, school was in the area that it broke down.
Even church was there too.
But wait now, what you say about going to do about children off the street now?
Now what we're talking now. So it's telling us that more children go on the street to sell.
Well, if they can't go to school, they have to. I mean, those of us that grew up in the interior, we know how it was. You know, you're either going to the farm or you're going to go to school. And that's a sacrifice every family had to make. So now the family have to make that sacrifice now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, man. Let's hear from our people. But before we do, let's do a happy birthday treat for Mr. J. Franklin M. Varma. You're there in the United States of America, to be precise, New York City. Happy birthday to you, Mr. J. Franklin M. Varma of the United States of America, New York City. This is a birthday treat here from your darling wife, Mrs. Julia Twerda Varma. Your children, Emmanuel, George, and Jamel. And also from your beautiful daughter, Asata Joa Twerda. They all saying happy birthday to you, Mr. J. Franklin M. Varma of New York City, the United States of America. Again, your darling wife, Mrs. Julia Twerda Varma. Your children, Emmanuel, George, Jamel, and your beautiful daughter, Asata Joa Twerda, all saying happy birthday, and we love you so much, Daddy, as you celebrate your natality. So as you're 1,000 miles away from us, our father, Mr. J. Franklin N. Varma of the USA, we want to wish you good health and long life. All right, folks, let's get to the phone lines. Let's take your calls. Those of you who are listening, you can call and make your contribution. Esther is going to announce the numbers, and then we can take calls. First, we'll go to the comments. So after Esther announced the numbers, she's going to do the comments, and then we take calls.
Right. So call us on 0776 104 104 086 500 104. I hope I'm not calling the number too fast. 0886 500 104. That's the Lone Star line. Those of you following us from the diaspora, call us on +231 886 500 104. It's restricted to only those that are outside of the country. Please, if you are in, call us on the local lines. But let's go to the comment section. Let's take comments. That's the number you can call us on. We'll take few comments and then we start to take your calls. We have Gate Harris Gate. He says, I'm watching from my Visual Media Incorporated office in Doe Community. We have Morris Sion. He says, good morning, Freedom House. We have Tata Sonin Yanti. He says, I'm watching live from Post City of Greenville, Sinai County. We have Henry Tito Jr. He says, good morning. I'm following you up from my residence in Caldwell. Thanks for the update. We have Saturday Zawe. He's watching from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. We have Frank Mayo. He says, good morning, guys. I'm following the show from my office in Conga Town, Grace Caesar Divine Grace Bryson Jr. says, good morning, guys. Esther, I hope you're doing good. I'm following from Banato Kebar. You wouldn't believe that everything in our district has reduced from 35 to 35 and from $16 to $16. Well, that's what it is. Otto G. Johnson Jr. says, good morning. I'm following from around the Freeport. We have Achi Toplo. He says, I'm watching from my Do community resident. Moses Momolu says, good morning, guys. I'm watching from Lower Cedars Rapid, the USA. Okay, that's Iowa Cedars Rapid, the USA. Thanks for the update. We have Isaac Tule says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I am watching live from Oro Vartan community. Henry Yango says, following closely from my end on this awesome Wednesday evening. Thanks for the great service. We have Venetia's Junior Bar watching from Newtown. And he says, we are coming back 2029. Grace Moore says, good morning. I'm following from Point 4 Junction. Jeanette Hills says, good morning, Freedom FM family. Gay Caesar Divine Grace Barson Jr. says, CMC is another political party that is here to reduce CDC number. So I think citizens should avoid joining CMC. We have Paul Spencer Reed says, Wendell Liberia is really giving God a hard time. Every day I listen to the news, it's all bad news coming from our country. So how did we get here, Wendell and Esther? Jeff Genoa says, good morning. I'm watching from Grand Wedju City. We have Limel Charming Born Peking says, good afternoon, family. I'm viewing from Old Road District 10. We have Pokat Roberts. He says, good afternoon. I cannot pronounce it, man. What they can make it pronounce it.
Yo,
Why
Pokat.
you laughing? Why?
For the
He says,
recognition.
good afternoon, great Freedom FM family. He says, thanks for the hard work doing for our beloved country. Great hard working Freedom FM family. I'm watching from my unknown destination this afternoon, family. That's it. Keep your destination known to yourselves. Always, Bogart. That's good.
Is that what we have?
So we have Aliyu. I'm just noticing Aliyu in there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's give him the time.
I don't know whether you just joined us, Aliyu, but welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, Esther. Good morning, Mr. Nimlen. Good morning, Bro Tunis. Glad to be here. Yeah, quickly, Bro Tunis was talking something. Yes, like the problem, Joseph Boakai, according to him, he been around for a very long period of time and he know the problem that Liberia is faced with. What have you done to solve this problem in 2 or 3 years of his administration now? Because somebody can be sick, you go to the hospital, the first thing they're supposed to do is to attend to that patient. Instead of them saying, oh yeah, you have to register. And this is something that has been happening in the government. People have lost their lives because of this thing. And yet then still, we don't know the health minister. Why is she saying about this thing? You see, when somebody can, the first thing is to go out, look after the person. Know what is happening to them in case of accident, emergency, or any other thing, instead of asking for money. Because these are some of the things that President Baka promised the Liberian people that when he become president, when he comes to healthcare, there will be free healthcare across the country. There will be medicine in all of the hospital. People don't have to worry about anything. When you say the president can lie, they say you insult the president. That's not an insult. Why you can't do, don't say it. These are the promises you made to the Liberian people 2 years of your administration. Today, when we ask you what are your health policy, then your people start to insult. You can't tell us nothing about your health policy. People are dying right in front of hospitals because they couldn't afford 1,000, 3,000 for them to carry on registration. And you promise Liberian people, the moment somebody come to hospital, your vice president said the city, there will be medicine in the hospital. Immediately they are going to cater to you after everything before they even start to ask you now, what's your bill, this and that, and what have you. Like the last time I was sick when I went to the hospital, nobody even asked me for my insurance card, everything. They took me straight to the emergency, did everything. Later on now when I was a little bit okay before they came to even ask me for my insurance card. You see, In Liberia, we can do the same thing. But these are some of the lies that brought these people to power. But Liberian people will learn the hard way. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aliyu. Let's hear from our people. Those of you who are listening, you heard from Gus, you heard from Aliyu, you heard from Suleiman, you also heard from Esther and I. So it's time to hear from you, our Liberian people. We have, how many more minutes we have here? We have 17 more minutes to be here. So that's a lot of time to put in your calls. If you can observe your 1 minute, then we can have 17 persons to talk to. But let's take you this person. Good morning, good afternoon.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon to my brother. Thank you so much. I've been following.
Yeah, let's hear you.
This country, thank you, this country.
What's your name?
My name is Terry. My name is Jerome Carter.
Go ahead, Jerome Carter.
Yeah, Weka is a very old man. Weka, I don't know what he's doing very frank. So what we need to do, when you come to the head, but I keep on saying this, Harry. You see the health center, trust me, when you give tests, all these things you see people will feel. They know nothing. I tell you to bring public test now, bring strange person from out of the country can't get test. All these people can't say nothing, they will feel. You see someone going to work in the morning when you test on, you see, okay, yeah, good doctor, nothing. They pull out one test, they won't do anything, they won't be having thing on this, nothing they're doing, none. You see when a patient comes, they won't even touch a patient. Because they want to test God, they too clean for that. And that's why you have a sacrifice. You have a sacrifice, but they won't sacrifice. They do anything better. That's true, I've seen. The people are working, I know, I don't put them in an ambulance car. They don't want working, I know, in this country. The car is still running and there are people working. But those are those have to say the God said nothing, not doing nothing.
Thank you.
For the state going Ghana. Two, there are somebody who is being controlled by remote. I don't think you remember. I can go somewhere you ask people and you say now, amen, amen. Even a great job we are. Job like the poor nothing. But you were running a country out of sympathy. People doing wrong, you're not taking action. So for me, the worker or the job we are, your part there bring different person. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Well, let's keep the calls coming in. 0776 104 086 500 104. 0770-297-016. Let's talk to you. Hello?
Good morning.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. I'm Frederick. I'm calling from Negrigan.
Let's hear you, Frederick.
Yeah, my contribution to the show is let's keep our finger of God. Let's keep our finger of God. Let's keep it on our heart until the voting. And let me tell you something. We all that complaining today, and if they read, then we will work on it and say, President Baka is the best president. President Baka is the best president. But the same people who complaining today, they will work on if they want they ready for all to go to that pool again, they will change their heart, they will say President Baka is the best president. So, and that our reach must be start pushed again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Frederick Comote. Let's talk to you, this person. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Patience Gray. Let's hear you.
You want to know the war? They never wait for us, yes, so they don't get a martial key. They make you. They wait back at me. They bring it for her there. They may say, not even know. So what you expect, man? What telling the people? Not to go for the man. They say they want to pay the whole concession. So they the concession case. They were thinking. All the past who can be for the party members. What is more breaking? They formidable river for destroy. They hear on a back, I know how to call it. Demolition, yeah. Demolition mission. The 4 years, our final mission, 40 was winning. The 2nd year, our ripping mission. The 3rd year, our demolition mission. Nothing will get money there. Anything west on the list, you go down the list. The people, all the they should have for them, they will break it down. Whoa. They may say when you are without the doctor, they will say, come to pass. The thought that talking, they say, make a laugh. When they are talking, they say, we're going to make a laugh. That's not talking, they say, feel heaven and laugh. So the point is, yeah. Then the quality will have to put the wedding there. But they say, well, when they feel the woman will break all over the four record, but the boy, she property, you know that. The woman is working the money there. The man just say that they're too much. If I just do that, okay. But all the money right there, that won't speak. So that person is going to be on the last speech. You know where it goes? Bring justice, you get one man and one up to the point in the time. When you're talking, you say, feel heaven and land is on you. The point is, you go down the list, so you're trying to be getting prepared. Because you go down the list. The people will be more, they won't want you, they will break it down.
Thank you, Patience. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
I joined this conversation from Red Light Outline Community.
Go ahead, Freeman.
You see, I'm listening to somebody say, when you're back toward them. We're not backing toward them. We're bringing George Weah back for the overall contribution he made in our country. Is to remember this, so we're going to bring him back to complete all of the good works, the free work payment. We're bringing back to complete the free hospitals. The hospitals he drew around the counties, the 5 hospitals around the counties. We're bringing back to complete it. We're bringing back to complete because he increased doctor salary, who's today they are crying everywhere around the place protesting. We're bringing back to complete. Did you see? Lies cannot do anything. Lie will never do lies too much. When you catch up with you, it can be too disgraceful in life. The government lie too much and they still lie. And it's one of the stations and starting with us saying we do plenty of farmers being working for people. What will not forget them? What will not forget them? The thing they do to all in their country and causing our country to go down the drain. What will not forget them? They will pay for it one by one. Even if you go to jail, you must go to jail. When we pray against you, you will go to jail. All the thing they do, our country would have been far better by now. We'll be far up by now. We'll be thinking about electricity. Everything today is live on. They kill people in this country. They say that George Weah. They respectful people. They respect the people in this country. And now with George Weah, they solemnizing people and lying. Today they want for us to drop to there. So back our condition. They come for us to put in. Get will be putting in. So they get a match of put in. I take care. We put in or whatsoever the preacher will put in. You will go and say that they complete the term. Then we all be and fix it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution. Let's take another person. Let's take more calls. We have Joseph Colley. Esther, can you interact with Joel on your line? Thank you.
Good afternoon, Joel. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, Esther, and now I'm coming, and to my brother. Look, I'm telling you, this is Joseph Colley calling from New York. I'm telling you, it's hard, the kind of thing that is going on, because the part about it is like, even we who here, you got light in life, you got long range playing, you got short range playing, and you start looking at things that you can do, for the future. We would have drive truck, we call it pre-trip. And you plan things as you're going. If you're leaving from Monrovia to Caracas, you already finished planning everything, check your car, what will be done, but the government got nothing to offer. So they just get to destroy. The only thing they got is just pretty much this is silent killing. They're not killing you with a real gun, but depression. That's what they brought for the Liberian people. Because if you were thinking on some of those things, or those children going to school, you will not be breaking, their buildings down. You will be contemplating on something to do. What can we do for these people? Before breaking them. But you can't go break somebody's house and then you say, okay, then we'll start thinking about what we'll do for you. Come on, man. Let's be real. This party is just cruel with crazy people that like brought. They don't care about the Liberian people. They will inflict war on you people. They don't care. So long money is coming. We saw that for their life. So long money is coming, but they don't care about who behind the thing. They don't care. In election time, even the public one minister, he said it, I think it was hospital. We don't care where the help will come from. Whatever drugs you got bringing money, we don't care. And this is what can happen. Because when some people provide all kind of finances, Then they coming after you to get their result. You got no response. Your hand is tied, and the how the papa is looking. You don't care. It's just unfortunate that like us, we sit and look. And the power about it is like the Liberian people. You got the power, man. You got the power. You can't sit there, somebody be breaking somebody. And the thing started little by little. CDC, everybody. You know, the law is the law. Why other men go receive money and talking about the law is the law? You already. This is crazy. It's insane, man.
Thank you.
This is where we are. You know, God bless the people, man. That's all we can say.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's all. God bless you all, brother.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe Colley. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Window.
Yes, welcome to the show. It's good having you. Tell us your name. Oh my gosh. Your phone. I can't stand your phone, or I will have to let you go. I can't stand your phone.
Yeah, what's happening, Window?
I'm getting
it's
some.
Okay now?
I'm getting the turbo.
It's okay.
Go ahead. We can manage with you on this.
Okay.
Oh, it's gone worse. I think you have to call back, please. You find yourself in a better position, or check your phone. Yeah. Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Is this Edmond Kai?
Mama.
Okay, Mama. All right, you sound like Edmond. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to say the Baka comment is already getting out of another problem in with the youth. I'm going to point to the point before it stays here and finish. Or else, the point will be damaged. Instead of kind of push stay existing. All the area push stay going on. So when we recently can't help that bring people in rescue. So when they rescue in bringing the Liberian people, all the jobs and all the things you're bringing for Liberian with the youth, without doing nothing. All they want to embark, bringing places that they want Alice, they want. So why are we heading to? We don't want they get the party government.
Okay.
So there's a contribution for the government.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person now. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Window.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Well, Window, my name is Mohammed Gonzo Jr. A senior source of a country. You know, we can talk this just every day about the country. But we have to be frank. Our Liberian people, they are the problem. You know, the people who treat these people to more election cards, they will go back and vote the same people. So the problem is us. The problem is us. Can't be about with these people. We let them. We saw this old man serve us 12 years on a marathon. But now there's no legacy on him. And then he left power. He told you guys that he was living on loan. He didn't go to RDP, and my record is there. And then first when she came, you guys still were auditions. We agree. So our problem is ourselves. So thank you for the show.
Thank you. And we're not taking any more calls because of time. So we'll go to our guys to take maybe 30 seconds each, and then we can go. So, Tunis, you take control from our end.
Hey, guys. Ali, are you there? Because
Yeah, I'll end quick.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys again for the opportunity. Liberian people, again, we have to demand. It's all these issues we're having. It's not just this administration. It continues. I mean, Wendell, we all been on this air forever since after the war. Keep pushing for things to happen. Let's pass laws. Let's put these things. Let's make these people do these things. But we're not strong enough to push our government. But the one small group of people pass laws to be able to benefit from everything. I bet you there's no lawmaker that get turned around because they have enough money, and they probably have some kind of insurance from the legislature that allows them to go to any of these good hospitals that you have in Monrovia and around the country. But the ordinary citizens don't. So again, until the citizens really decide we had enough, and step up and ask and request and make demands, nothing's going to happen, But you have a good day.
Okay, thank you so much. Ali, are you there?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you see, those people who are being invaded, yes, we feel for them, we know what they are going through, but that's the government. Every election has its own consequences. That's it there, the Liberian people. If this old man can serve in government for 12, you said 12 years as vice president, and just to tell you that, oh yes, we squander all of the opportunities we had. And yet the Liberian people say, oh yeah, he was truthful. So we think when we put him there, he's going to do the right thing. But all the places that he worked in, what are his achievements? What did he leave there? What are his legacy? There is nothing he can point at. So if you made such a man a president today, he told you, I can even ride wheelbarrow to go to work. We must face this country, love Liberia, think Liberia, and build Liberia. This time, you can't even hear that slogan from them. And this is where we are today. All of these things were just lies, deception that brought them to power. When George Weah was building schools, they said George Weah was destroying the country. Building hospital, he was destroying the country. Everything George Weah was doing, they say he was destroying the country. What had they fixed today? That's it for the Liberian people. If we can see you again tomorrow, God bless America, God bless Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The guy who the suspects are looking for killing Rachel Cotto in the Painesville Clinic area, he should not be the only person to be arrested. They should arrest every clinic and hospital they went to with that girl body, that they rejected her until she met her demise. They should arrest all those who were on duty that night.
Mhm.
You know, you cannot refuse or reject a sick person coming into the hospital. Try your best. Even if the person dies, it's not your fault, but you cannot refuse a patient. If you read a story, you will see the effort those people made, and every effort they made, they were rejected. And then why we call you hospital? Why we call you clinic? So they should arrest every one of them if they really want to get do justice to Rachel Cotto. That's my take on that. And follow us this evening by 11 p.m. We will be giving you more detail of this story. Thank you again, and follow the weather report. Thank you, Wendell. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being there. Tomorrow we'll be here. Tomorrow is Thursday, and God's willing, we'll be here. And you know, every Thursday when we come here, you set the talking points. So tomorrow is going to be What's on Your Mind edition of the show. Until then, the belated birthday woman and I say a pleasant midweek to all of you. Bye-bye.